What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent? It smells like flowers.
Uncle Bad! This is it?
Isn't that Detective Bad in K over there? It looks like she managed to escape the bailiff. No, that's not quite it.
Aw, too bad. It was so pretty.
I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it.
Thanks! I'll treasure it always.
Those two seem to get along rather well. Oh, here. I got something else for you.
Yay! Thank you, Uncle Bad! Earlier, I ate one of these as gummy.
Gummy? Oh, you mean gumshoe.
Gummy is... He's trying to be nice to me, but I always get in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy. I know he didn't kill Daddy!
Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying.
I'm not crying.
Okay.
Oh! It's the mister from before and the lady, too.
Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do.
Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant. I'm related to the investigation.
Detective Bad, she's 10 years old. Are you serious? Dude, really? Is that so? Yeah, I guess. I don't fucking care. What? You were just scolding us kids not to mess up the crime scene, and now you'd let this child run free? Why?
Detective Bad looks like my dad if he actually bothered to work out.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Snarky, do you want to take over for Detective Bad? Because, I'm not gonna lie, I have got way too many characters in this case. Basically, my interpretation was Clint Eastwood, essentially.
I've never seen a clean Eastwood.
Just basically talk like this, punk. You're a badass and you don't take names.
Yeah. People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also had a few things she wanted to look into. Got a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with that, but I am curious as to what Miss Yu is looking into. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust the volumes real quick. There we go.
Uncle Bad, I'm going to look somewhere else now, okay?
Alright. I'm counting on you.
Oh, that's right! Hey, mister!
Yes, what is it?
I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So please... find the real bad guy, okay?
I won't forgive whoever did this, but in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there is no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was monologuing and she wandered off! How rude! How rude! Alright. See down the portrait.
Yeah, I got a break for a bit.
Why did I was talking to Detective Bad, why the whatever. Excuse me. I can see down into the courtyard from here. What is that mess supposed to be? It's like an optical illusion.
Why are you in my face?
Because you smell good. I believe it's supposed to be postmodern InDesign. More like thoughtlessness InDesign. I can't disagree there. I don't know why we're conversating about this. Hey, Uncle Dad, Bad, Detective Dad, I mean Detective Bad, I mean, shit! Detective Bad!
Dad?
No, ignore that. Ignore that,
Hey,
I don't have
got the number
daddy
of the
issues.
psych you should see.
Papa?
His name is Freud.
I I don't have daddy issues. I don't. Okay, alright. What exactly was Kay searching for?
Nothing that concerns you, boy.
Oh, and I suppose it has something to do with Kay?
It does. Because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste.
Sound like you'd rather be left alone. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again.
I don't have anything to say to you.
Oh! But you do! But you do! But you do, Detective Bad! Be that as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to. Now then, first of all, what is that overpowering stench that is permeating this room?
Cigarettes.
Upon entering this room, I thought I was going to suffocate!
It's that ultra-strong perfume you wears. She spilled some of it.
Ew!
I was having a bad time of it myself.
Oh my god, same. Perfume is disgusting. Seriously, I can't stand the smell of it.
Out of character, yeah, it fucking sure.
You're such a fucking baby! It doesn't smell that bad! Yes, it does. Yes, don't listen to her. It does. It certainly does. She's wrong.
I like perfume.
She's wrong and she's German. Don't listen to her.
I like perfume.
I didn't think twice and opened the window. But that smell's still here.
Perfume, huh? There's a sweet scent in the air. It's perfume. It's giving up. It's giving up quite a stench. Wow, okay. Apparently I don't like it either. Wow, that's a surprise. I bet it's some cheap no-name brand. She didn't use the good shit. Like Axe body spray.
She said it's a famous brand from overseas.
It's a knockoff. It's definitely a knockoff. There's no way it would be a German perfume. Those smell like absolute flowers.
No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Here, little girl, you can have it.
I was born for a much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as that's how you just so happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Miles Edgeworth! You hold on to this bottle without fail! You're not the fucking boss of me. I'm not going to do what you say. How can she ever be honest about her? Just communicate normally for once in your fucking life. Fine, I'll hold on to the bloody perfume bottle. What is wrong with you?
You should go to family therapy.
It won't work. We're beyond saving. So now that we have the perfume Miss Yu wears, just fantastic.
Is that all you wanted to talk about? If so, I'm going to back. If so, I'm going back to investigating.
Actually, I still have a few other things I'd wish to inquire about.
Oh, that didn't pick up. Now, fuck! Chih!
During the recess. So, you were in this room the entire recess.
Like I said, I made a call to the precinct to get that big lug down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end in here.
At least your story is consistent. Earlier, you stated that you were in this lobby with Miss Yu.
Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came in here.
Then what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and Miss Yu were in two different locations?
Guess I am.
Guess you are. Interesting. Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you.
Oh.
I love Roblox. Let's see. Miss Yu is the sister of the victim of the KG8 incident. Hold on, I'm gonna get the whiteboard out real quick. And as I recall, Detective Bad was the lead detective on that case. I wonder if the reason for her disdain isn't simply because you failed to guard Cece. but because you were the lead detective on the case.
You knew?
I also know that today's trial involving the Cadopian Embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG-8 incident. I'm gonna touch your nose with my finger. Boop. Now then, detective, I believe it's time you were honest with me and told me the truth behind your relationship with Miss Yu and Mr. Faraday. Were you three fucking? Just be honest. Be honest. And the KG-8 incident. Just be honest with me.
My penis stopped working years ago.
Damn, man. Shit sucks.
If you already know that much, I guess it'd be alright to tell you. It's all cigarettes.
The KG-8 incident. Now then, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the KG-8 incident.
It's not exactly a happy story. Other than the people who are directly involved. You two will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell. The honest truth behind the KG-8 incident.
That was a lollipop the whole time. I thought that was a cigarette.
I'm trying to quit.
Well, you know what? Good for you. Good for you for taking those first steps.
Faraday, you, and I. As you already know, we three were involved with the KG-8 incident. Faraday and I, we were originally on the trail of a smuggling ring.
You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Amano Group's secretaries?
That trial was just a front.
A facade, if you will.
Yeah. But the case became tainted. All because the witness who was going to testify about the Amano Group's ties to the smuggling ring, CCU, was killed.
Then what became of the secretary who was arrested?
His name was Colin Deveray. To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing about the smuggling ring. But he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Deveray was probably being intimidated by the big boss man. Just another scapegoat.
The boss man of the Amano Group? He can't seriously mean Mr. Ernest Amano, that fun uncle that gives me a bunch of wads of money. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bad's personal hypothesis. I'm not going to believe it. He gives me wads of cash every time he visits the Von Karma house. It can't be. What is he trying to do? Suspect Mr. Amano of being involved with smuggling? Never. I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed CCU, Manny Koshin, was a completely different person. But since he's already been acquitted once of her murder, Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go? If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him.
That wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday, CC, was supposed to protect them both.
Monsieur did mention that as well. About how Detective Bad was supposed to guard her sister.
But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into their trap.
What kind of a trap?
The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap.
Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit, how are you not dead? God damn! You mean you were fired upon? There's so many holes! Did they use a fucking Gatling gun? You were shot at that many times in one gunfight? Holy shit, you actually are a badass.
No.
Oh.
Only about half of these are from that case.
Jesus Christ.
But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of the lessons I learned from the KG-8 incident.
Badass. I mean, yes. Oh, I see. Oh. Ergo, hitherto.
I couldn't protect CCU, and the suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall, as far as the law was concerned. That's when she came to the courtroom, the victim's sister. That's when I first met Callisto Yu.
About when you first met Miss Yu. It was on the day the verdict of the KG8 incident was handed down, was it not?
Yes, Faraday and I, we apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. It's all we could do, but just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, she said. And then she gave me a hard slap across the face.
Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop at just a slap. If it was me, not even 100 lashes would have been enough punishment enough! Yeah, whatever, you whip people, wow. What a surprise.
I suppose not. Somebody needs to take that away from you.
No objection.
You said it herself, that she never wanted to see either of us ever again.
But after that, you've seen her many times over, correct?
Yeah. Faraday and I, even after the KG8 incident had come to a close, we continued to hunt down the smuggling ring and got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many different cases. But the result was always the same. We couldn't find the real mastermind behind the ring.
Is the ring really that big?
It was in the pursuit of the ring that we met you once again. It was during another trial related to the smuggling ring. Faraday was the prosecutor, and I, as the lead detective, took to the witness stand. She appeared out of the blue as the defense attorney.
Her client was related to the smuggling ring, and she was defending them.
Yeah. You was pursuing the ring as best she could as a lawyer. I think she defended Rel this time for the same reason.
Come to think of it, Miss Yu did say something to the same effect. Ren?
Sorry. I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident. Alright?
And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer.
Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rel was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to.
It doesn't matter what her reason is. Helping a criminal is just despicable!
You're so naive, little girl. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are.
What? How dare you insult the daughter of Ankara?
How's his shoulder doing? Just like us, you felt that she had hit the limit of what the law could do. That's all.
Francisca's angry, that's funny. The law is merely a tool. There is no limit to it, only the skill of the craftsman.
You two are still too young. One day, you'll know what I mean. But enough sidetracking. What matters is that we met you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all.
Faraday. So what was your relation to Mr. Faraday? You even seem to know Kay fairly well.
I met him when he was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. And Kay, I've known her since the day she was born. Faraday and I, we cracked quite a few cases together.
But you two seem to have made no progress at all in the Yatagarasu case. Did we touch a nerve?
I only have one thing to say to you. No one knew more about the Yatagarasu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial. To prove that Rel was not the real Yatagarasu. Which I would have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time, to prove or disprove the accusation. But I guess I won't be doing that either.
I sense there's more to that statement than meets the eye. Perhaps a bit more digging into the Yatagarasu is what's necessary. So, Batman. You a Batman fan? The Yatagarasu reminds me of Batman. I love Batman. I'm a big nerd, but don't tell anyone. Batman.
Batman.
Batman. This is fucking Edgeworth and Batman like, Batman! 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 What the fuck are you two doing? Sorry.
Shut the fuck up, Harley Quinn.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, we're Batman. You claim... You claim to know much about the Batman.
Yeah, I know a lot about the Batman.
You know a lot about the Batman. Would you care to share what you know with me about the Batman?
What you two should be looking for right now is the Batman.
The Batman! God damn it, why is this...
proof. Is proof of murderous intent towards Faraday and Rel.
I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Batman.
You're asking me about the Batman.
The Batman! What the fuck is with you two? What is going on?
Who's the Joker?
Probably Francisca.
What? I thought she was Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she's Harley Quinn.
Okay, she's Harley Quinn. Manfred's the Joker. That would make more sense. Yeah. Have you met Manfred?
Yeah.
He's my raging asshole
But
of a father.
wouldn't that be weird? Because Harley Quinn has romantic interests.
Oh, shit. Okay, disregard. Disregard. I take it back. Fuck it. My old friend from elementary school's the Joker. I don't care anymore. Yeah, that. Okay. Moving on.
What?
Phoenix?
Yeah, sure, why not? The KG8 incident and this second KG8 incident, both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And in both of these cases, the witness who was to testify about the ring was murdered. However, there is one point in which they differ, and that is the presence or absence of the great thief Yatagarasu. Mr. Rel claimed to be the Yatagarasu, however, in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu, fucking backpedaling son of a bitch. Then during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd? Miles Edgeworth! Stop beating around the bush and just spit it out already! I believe that there must be some reason that the two men suspected of being the Yatagarasu were both killed at the same time.
A reason, huh?
And so, in order to catch Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu.
If it will help you solve this case.
Let me pull up a chair. This is probably going to take a while.
Then I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reason why we've never caught the Yatagarasu.
What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me rip you by accident! So I'm gonna hit Miles instead! Fuck you! God damn it, I hate you!
You should really get your tendencies checked out. You might have a development.
I swear to God, the fucking moment I get married, I am moving out! Still accidentally whip me anyway, you fucking bitch!
There are three main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever.
I see. So those are the Yatagarasu's special traits. Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief.
The Yatagarasu has never been caught on tape. Never tries to draw anyone's attention. I would never do something as lowbrow as commit murder. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away.
But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't.
Listen, little girl. I'm not done talking yet. What's different about this time? Was that evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Cadopian embassy. The Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu sent the evidence.
Until now, the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about.
In that case, how can you be so sure that it was the Yatagarasu who sent it?
That's easy. A special card that only the Yatagarasu uses was attached. That's how I can be so sure.
And just what sort of card is it?
Here, take a look at this article. Yo meow? Sorry. Whenever the Yatagarasu wants to publicize something, a white card is sent along with the stolen information. But when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was.
Ah, and that's how Detective Bad knew that Mr. Rel was a phony. A big fat phony. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Yatagarasu now. I know about all the lore in all seasons of it. Thank you very much.
Huh.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, what's up? His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. So if you could please head over to the courtroom, it'd be much appreciated, sir. Understood. I'll be there shortly. Detective Bad, what does the law mean to you?
Finding the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive.
Damn. Badass. I became prosecutor to find the answer to that question.
What about my ass?
What? Huh? Huh?
Do I have a hole in my pants again?
No,
I
no,
need
you
to
don't.
buy new pants.
I mean, well, maybe, yes. You know, clothes are old and tattered, but okay. Anyway, I got a monologue real quick. Give me a second. I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself, and to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty. Yeah, this is before Edgeworth had his arc.
Hey, I just got off the phone with a buddy of mine. He says he wants his monologue segment back. He went on for a really long time. You might know him. He's got red hair. Wears flannel. Rectangular frames.
I'm trying to figure out what the reference is, but
Bit of a hippie. Likes records a whole lot.
You're speaking a whole nother language to me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bit of an asshole.
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific. That's a lot of people.
Last name is Eggleston.
Anyway.
First name is Alex.
Who the fuck is Alex Eggleston? Anyway, okay, let's just move on. Oh.
Of Yick fame. Sorry.
Oh, it's a Yick character, whatever. Oh, it's you,
Main
Mr.
character.
Edgeworth. It appears his honor is still a bit dispirited.
Did you just say honor?
His cool whip honor.
I hope we don't see bad for a while. That was taking its toll on my throat.
For the first time today, I experienced what it's like to stand at the witness stand. I now have a greater appreciation for just how hard it is to give testimony. If there's anyone on that witness stand, I promise I'll be nice to all of them, even if they're annoying. There's no reason for you to be all depressed about it, Your Honor. Get over it. As a judge, no one expects you to think about anything other than the verdict. And it always should be guilty, every time we're on trial. Francisca, there is no need to further depress His Honor. But I'm not trying to, Miles! You always try to, that's the point! Your Honor. Your Honor, I've come to collect the evidence that was to be transferred to me. Your Honor. The evidence, please. Your Honor! Oh, Jesus! You! Yes, can I help you? Oh my God, I don't know. I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir. Your Honor, do you think you can stay focused long enough at least to do your job? Yes, I'm sorry. I would accept the defense attorney is yet to arrive. She is busy with the investigation. So let's keep this brief, shall we? We don't need to tell her about it. We don't need to tell her about it. It can just be between friends. We're friends, right, Your Honor? Well, I mean, I gotta use some more friends. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Come on. You don't have to tell Callisto about it. Who cares about her? She'll just laugh in your face. Who cares? She's a woman, Your Honor. Okay, well, you're taking it too far now. I like women. Very well. In that case, please confirm that all the pieces of evidence are present. Furthermore, the evidence that was used in the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell are also included, so please go ahead and use them in your investigation to their case. Understood, Your Honor. The pieces of evidence that were used in the murder of those two men. This could be a very good chance for me to find new leads regarding their case. And maybe even something that will finally lead me to the truth! I've placed all the evidence over at the prosecutor's bench for you. I see. Thank you very much. I will go and confirm that they are all accounted for. Let's take a look-see. Whoopsies, I left the courtroom. My bad, sorry. Just the indicator was very close by. So, this is the evidence related to today's Cadopian Embassy trial from Mr. Faraday's bag. You mean the evidence bag that was on the table in lobby number 2, right? Yes. Finally, we can now take a look at this evidence itself and not just the data about them. Let's be sure to thoroughly examine them while we have the time. Agreed. I want to take a good look over all the evidence from the embassy murder too. And why is that? Because! I still don't fully understand what today's trial was about! Oh my fucking God. Get with the program, Francisca! Dude named Deadman, murdered. There, it's so easy. It's so easy. Don't point your crop at me just because you don't know something. And don't you try to order me around just because Papa chose you today! It's not my fault that he loves me more! Oh, okay, you know what? I think I've taken it too far.
She starts crying and running away.
You fucking Miles Edgeworth! I see someone stood sore about not being picked for Mrs. Volkarma. Daddy doesn't love you! Daddy doesn't love you! Ha ha ha!
Oh, so Edgeworth like triple downs there.
Yeah, no, Edgeworth doesn't fucking care. Yeah. Oh, I am Bedford Von Karma. I do not love you. Okay. It's also weird to see the knife up close. So, we have the knife, the gun, an envelope. And what's this organizer doing here? Oh, that's right. I completely forgot to tell you. About what, Your Honor? They found Mr. Faraday's personal organizer inside the evidence bag of his. Detective Bad requested it be passed along to you. He said it would help with the investigation. Detective Bad said that. What a strange stroke of luck. Well, never look a gift horse in the mouth. Might as well flip through it too. I won't rest until I inspected every suspicious-looking nook and horse mouth. Straight from the horse's mouth. Gift horse in the mouth. I've always wondered if they had a connection. I want to take a look at the knife first. It's the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. Get that reference? You'd have to be watching Hyper Live for a long time if you did. Who would have thought that just a beautiful piece of art could be used for such a cruel act? It's never crossed your mind that you use your riding crop for the wrong purpose? Okay.
When did she upgrade from the crop to an actual whip?
Probably when she was of age. Mr. Faraday's organizer.
Is that like a tradition in the Von Karma household?
A rite of passage, yeah, probably. Mr. Faraday's organizer. It appears he was in the habit of using it. It looks like he wrote his strategy for getting Mr. Rel convicted down in here. Let's see. I've collected the evidence I need to prove that Rel was the killer. Between the handgun Rel had on him when he was arrested and the surveillance tape, I should be able to prove that he was the one. It appears that Mr. Faraday honestly believed that Mr. Rel was the killer in the case. Yeah, no shit, he was caught on camera. Not exactly rocket science, Mr. Faraday. The sound of his handgun going off was recorded with superb clarity on the surveillance video. I also have evidence that I can use to prove that Rel is not the real Yatagarasu. And it would appear that he had proved that Mr. Rel was not the Yatagarasu. Thank you for summarizing. No matter how he may try to play, as long as I have Yatagarasu's key, I can prove he's a phony. If I present him in court, it should clear everything up. And he apparently also had a very decisive piece of evidence. It's been a long battle. I hope this will finally bring it to an end. Yes, I believe that Mr. Faraday was well prepared to discredit any claim Mr. Rel may have made about being the real Yatagarasu. And he had the way to prove that Mr. Val was guilty, the guilty party in the embassy murder. This organizer is a clue straight from Mr. Faraday. I'll have to take my time and give it a thorough read later. Give me that shit!
I'm just sitting here eating big chewy nerds. This is entertaining.
I'm just vibing. I don't have to talk much.
Well, hopefully
Did you
Clisso
know
will
that
show
they
up
make
later.
big chewy nerds?
I think they
Oh, those are delicious.
I think I've had those before. Look, there's a picture
Those are
between these
delicious.
pages here. It appears to be a keyblade. And a rather ornate one at that. Just look at the design of the handle. Ooh, look at that. Good craftsmanship. And the craftsmanship is superb. Oh man, look at that.
I'm not salty about a few minutes ago, Steer.
Could this Yatagarasu's key Mr. Faraday mentioned in the organizer? Is Yatagarasu's key? Detective Bad said something earlier.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, you're good.
Let me finish chewing.
No, just keep chewing. Go ahead. Fuck it.
Just do it. He has a lollipop in his mouth.
Yeah.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
4.
World may never know.
One for me.
Oh,
My-
shit.
We actually,
My tongue. I have a genetic condition that causes my tongue to be like a cat's. So it's got a bunch of tooth-like bristles.
Jesus.
in my science class in 7th grade, we actually did an experiment to see how many licks it would take to get the center of a Tootsie Pop.
I'll have you know, in the
It depends
commercial,
on-
it took 4 before the temptation of the lollipop was too much for the owl.
It probably
in the
depends on
science-
how acidic somebody's saliva is, you know?
Yeah. I think the most common one was 93? I think
So
the
there's
common
a
answer was
record.
93 or 89.
So Detective Bad is 93 times faster than the average person.
Well, I went to
Seventh grader.
92 once. That's no big deal. I'm better than everyone. Yeah, I could lick a sensitive
better
lollipop.
than all the 7th graders.
I could do that in
It
like
was
half the
fine.
licks. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing, Detective
I'm like
Bad.
a lion. I'm like a lion. If I were to lick you, it wouldn't kill you, but it would give you a couple of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, chewing again. Was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the that embassy. Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu sent the evidence.
Why are we going back over this? This happened like 5 minutes ago.
I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Until now, the Yatagarasu would always fucking... This is the flashback scene. I don't even know why we're even giving this the time of day. Not this time. Evidence this time.
Back to chilling.
Something on Friday night. The Batman infiltrated the Cotopian embassy. Okay. Mr. Faraday must have been trying to keep his secret key safe. As the prosecutor on both the Yatagarasu and smuggling ring cases, that's to be expected. I'll yoink that. That's odd. What is it? Mr. Faraday didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer. That certainly is odd. And the weapon that was used to kill the Cotopian embassy staff member was the gun. But if that's the case, then where did this knife that was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from? Isn't it obvious? It was brought to the courthouse by Mr. Vale. That's the only logical conclusion, right? No, because it's not that easy to smuggle a weapon like that in here. Also, if you're fucking incarcerated, it'd be kind of difficult. Unless it was, well, I mean, you could be creative, but...
At most, you could get like a plastic shiv from the plastic utensils they give you.
Yeah, and there's some place where you can hide it, but... Anyway, I'm not gonna think about that. Every person who enters the courthouse doors is checked thoroughly for contraband. Come on, we're post 9/11 America, Francisca. Shit is different. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this inside. In that case, how do you suppose this knife ends up inside the courthouse? I need to think carefully here. There is nothing related to the knife written anywhere in Mr. Faraday's organizer. However,
How do I prove I'm better than Francesca?
how do I prove that I'm better than this raging harlot that I have for a sister? It is a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Conversely, there is one item listed in Mr. Faraday's organizer that no one has claimed to have seen today. So in order to solve this mystery, I believe I will need to take another good look at the evidence. Where's Edgeworth?
How old is Manfred in this case? Like,
60.
he had a dog. How old is Francesca right now?
13.
13.
She was
47.
47. He was 47 when he had her.
I'm a raging stud, that's why!
No.
To be fair,
Okay, to be fair, he was 46 because it takes almost a year.
Yes, I'm a raging
wonder
stud
how-
at 50.
I want to meet his wife.
You don't
I wanna
want that,
see
she
who-
hates me.
I actually do. Because she's probably
yeah, who
gorgeous.
The fuck fucks that?
Yeah,
Probably
Mommy
a
doesn't
theater
like
major,
Mommy doesn't
right?
like Daddy very much. It's kind of a complicated situation at the Von Kama household, you know.
Theater major?
You talking shit?
Theater major.
What?
You talking shit about being a theater major?
No, I'm basing it off of the way that Manfred von Karma dresses, which is flamboyantly and like he's going to a
Hi,
play in
Ginger.
1872.
There is no way Manfred von Karma is gay, alright? He is homophobic. I've already established this in the tier list, alright? Manfred hates the gays. Not the lesbians, but the gays, alright? It is very important to make that distinction. When Francisca came
Son,
out as a
tell
lesbian,
Ginger I said hi.
Manfred was supportive. This is very random to people that have not seen the tier list on my Discord, by the way.
It really is. There's a tier list on Trent's Discord of which
Which Ace
Phoenix
Attorney
Wright characters are
gay.
Ace Attorney characters gay versus homophobic.
Yeah, join my Discord if you want to see it in my blog,
Regular-
TrentTalks.com.
We should Trent, you should put it up when we take our break.
Sure, yeah, I'll
Like,
put
put
it
it
on the
on
video or
the-
something. This is my timestamp to remind Trent to put the tier list on Discord. I will not debate about this. I am right and everyone else is wrong. Okay. Miles Edgeworth, can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me to mean that you don't have an answer for me? Actually, I do know the answer, Francisca. Fuck you. What? Then what is it? One of the pieces of evidence we've been holding has been hiding a secret of its own. And it was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into this courthouse.
Wait, why is Francesca here? Why is she here? She's 13.
Because the Von Karmas are, like, established as shit. Also because Ace Attorney laws are ridiculous.
There's a 10-year-old running around like she's in charge of a case. I don't think we question things anymore.
Take that!
It makes sense. It makes sense for Kay to be around because her father was involved in this, and thus might be necessary. Francesca, there's no reason she should be here.
Isn't
She's not
she
even.
involved?
She's not even old
She
enough.
wants.
She's not even old enough to begin studying for the bar exam.
Well, apparently Germany is different or some shit. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck Ace Attorney gets away with this shit. But anyway. This Yatagarasu's key Mr. Faraday mentions in his organizer. This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse. You're not making any sense, Miles Edgeworth.
Isn't she like helping with something with a case? I can't remember.
No,
She was on summer
that's in
vacation
the
from
future.
Germany. That's the explanation.
Okay.
You just need to look a bit closer, Francisca, to see
Wait,
what
she's
I mean.
actually from Germany?
Yes.
Yes.
That's not a joke. That is actually her verbatim what her character is. Don't the color and the ornamentation of the key's handle remind you of anything? They do remind me of the knife. Very good. Good job. Good job, Francisco. You're doing so well.
I just started to look up something to see if I could do a bit and it be accurate to the character. I was going to look up is Wario German, right? And when I put is Wario and then space, the first autofill is Wario a libertarian?
Yes. Next. Both the Yatagarasu's key in this photo and the murderous knife have this very unique design on their handles. Furthermore, even though Mr. Faraday mentions the Yatagarasu's key, the only object we found at the crime scene was the knife. You don't seriously mean to say? Oh, hang on. I can't do the mouse clip anymore. It appears that you finally caught up. And yes, I do mean to say that these two pieces are, in fact, one and the same. But that's impossible! It's improbable. Even if that's what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility. Yeah. Now then, let us examine this knife in a little more detail. Just gonna go down here real quick. Oh, hang on. Sorry, the DS is a bit finicky. There's, touchscreen controls and all that. There we go. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, there's touchscreen controls, very visible mouse cursor.
Hang on, I'm gonna just get my Nintendo DS Lite out for real quick.
Let me get my Nintendo DS keyboard and mouse extension.
I can't believe it turned into a key! To think there was such a trick to this thing! So, the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday was actually the key the Yatagarasu stole. This piece of information is more critical than anything we've learned up until now. I got a key!
Oh, God.
Dun 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 dun! Haha, I did the Luigi's Mansion thing. Frankly, I'm shocked. Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect. the key aspect! Ho ho, it is to
do
laugh.
more evil laughs, Trent. They're very good.
I know. I have a craft of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea the key was hiding in the knife blade inside. But if that's true, then only someone who knew about the key to knife trick could have killed Mr. Faraday. Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who knew even more about the key than even Mr. Faraday. Meaning that only the person it could be is the one who sent the key in the first place. The great thief, Yatagarasu! Then maybe Mr. Bear really was the Yatagarasu, and he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Isn't that one possible scenario? No, not really, especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Red was not the Yatagarasu. Besides, as Detective Bad said earlier... I'm not gonna read this, we already talked about this. Shit, son, Black Carbell had no idea what it was.
Here, let me press fast forward on my teeth.
Alright then, I guess the person... Alright then, I guess the person who knows the trick behind this key is someone else, and that person is the real Yatagarasu. It seems that this key is truly the key to solving this case. Okay, you've said it twice now, it's not fun anymore. Okay, but come on. It's funny, it's a funny little play on words. I'm gonna this gun. This gun. It was originally used to kill the Cadopian Embassy staff member. We're just refusing to say his name because it's so stupid. When the crime was reported, the responding police found Mr. Rell still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest. And then, this gun took the original shooter's life. How ironic. Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence. Okay, then
he has no next of kin, and did nothing important with his life, so we might as well not remember his name. And let him be lost to the winds of time.
I took a quick look through these documents before the trial started. But I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it. Because you weren't the fucking prosecutor, Francisca, I was! Jesus! I suppose I should explain it to you then, because you're such a fucking dunce. Yes, you should. Perfectly, and in its entirety, if you please. Oh my... How old are you? How old are you? On the night of September 8th, an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. Are you listening? Are you sitting down, Francisca?
I really thought I saw September being spelled out, and you know where my brain went. You know me.
Well, today is September 10th, canonically, so this would be a day before, you know. Funnily enough, I did the research. This is in 2012. This is not before 9/11, but this is the day before Benghazi happened, which was very funny when I found that out. So, you know.
What's that? Remind me?
The Benghazi attacks in Libya.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you want to make Benghazi jokes, then there you go. There's a new formula for you. The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart, which you could just say is just died of being shot in the heart. It's kind of an easier explanation there. Mac Rell, stupid name but not the stupidest name, was brought in that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned, because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on this spot. A simpleton of a man, that was what he was. Perhaps he was, for the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. Mr. Rell was caught on film by a security camera. He was Freddy Fazbear. He was even bigger simpleton than I saw. It's man, idiot. I can't believe he didn't.
13 missed calls.
I can't believe he didn't notice a security camera. The Cadopian Embassy security system is supposedly very well designed. He may have had simply not been aware that there was a camera in the area. So, have you seen the contents of the video for yourself? Well, this is pretty self-explanatory. Bam! Ow! I'm dead. The end. The surveillance video the security camera took was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You can clearly identify Mr. Rell on it, even the sound of the gunshot, which was crystal clear. Pow! So the footage inside included sound, huh? I don't think I've ever wanted to see the moment of someone's death in real life. Me neither. It's too bad I did. When my dad died. Oh my god, it was so long ago. Get over it. Never. I will get over it the moment your father loves you. Okay, alright, I'm moving on. That's odd. More short one piece of evidence. The piece of evidence that's missing is the surveillance video that was played in court! The surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go? The video showing the moment in which Mr. Rell committed the murder. Where could it have gone indeed? Are you done with your inspection of the evidence? I was just kind of sitting over here eating like a sandwich. You guys done? Yes, I'm finished. However, Your Honor, I am missing a single piece of prosecutorial evidence. Your Honor, were you derelict in your duties? What? What does that mean? No, wait, no, I dare not lick my duties! What do you take me for? No, Your Honor, no. The most important piece of evidence in today's trial. The surveillance video is not amongst the evidence you laid out for me. But I brought Mr. Faraday's whole bag with me from the crime scene. Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene? There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It would appear that for me to find the answers I seek, I will have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime, Infinite Lobby number 2. That's Detective Bad, but who is he with? Hold on real quick, I gotta fucking check the, Okay. Boop. Oh, wait a minute, is that fucking Detective Lang? I just realized the fucking hairstyle. I've never seen Zat.
Wait!
I've never seen Zat Officer before. Oh yeah, that's him.
So,
Yeah, it has
Find
to
it.
be him.
No, not yet, and I've looked everywhere.
I see. Well then, please continue with the search.
Understood. I'll continue the search. Heh, so you're the one running this show. Prosecutors like you shouldn't be allowed at the crime scenes. How dare you! Just who do you think you are? Hey, I asked you for... that was not a rhetorical question. That was an actual question. Okay, he's gone. All right. What was that all about? And who was that man just now? I hope I never run into him again. He looks like an asshole. Whoever he was, I've never seen a more impudent officer in my life. I hope I never see him again. Huh, you can say that again. I hope I never see him again. Wait, does he even know that we're standing right here behind him? I'll just stick up on him. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
I know you're standing right behind me.
Shit!
What do you want, kids?
It looks like you were paying attention after all.
Of course I was. I have eyes in the back of my head.
Ew. So that mirror isn't for... All right, I forgot. You were using a mirror. That makes things more easy to explain. The mirror wasn't for vanity's sake. For me to keep an eye out on who or what is behind him at all times. Wow. Neurotic! So tell me, Detective Bad, who was that rude man just now?
The guy came here from the Republic of Jangfa to study. He's Agent Lang. He's trying everything he can to revive the lost honor of his family. He's traveling the world to study different philosophies of detainment from scratch.
By visiting various police departments around the world. And he has a lot of dedication.
He's still just a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge of some sort from him. Guy's more useful than Gumshoe, even if he is rude.
But he sure has a lot of guts to come to this country and give prosecutors a hard time. I agree. However, I can think of one young lady that statement also applies to. Anyway, what was that agent looking for, Detective Bad? Earlier, that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 as well.
Like I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you.
Huh. I highly doubt that it has nothing to do with me. Fine. If this is the game I must play, then I will take the opportunity to draw out what he's been hiding and what happened in this room straight from him. I guess it's, evidence time. Earlier you were in lobby number 1, and now you're here in lobby number 2. You are quite the busy man, Detective Bad, going between rooms like that.
Sorry, chewing. Multiple returns to a crime scene brings about success. That's what we detectives say.
I see. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I asked about what happened again, correct?
I don't have anything left to say to you, boy.
Boy, you'll see. I will draw my answer from you one way or another. Would it kill you to help us even a tiny bit in our investigation?
I gave Faraday's notebook to the judge earlier. That's help enough, don't you think?
Yeah! please. We are asking you for just a bit more of your cooperation.
Don't push me, kid.
Well, okay, buddy. Time of the murder. I'd like to ask once again about what happened around here at the time of the crime.
I refuse to answer. Any more investigating you do would be a waste of time. Besides, how am I supposed to answer questions about things I don't know about?
Things you don't know about? But aren't you supposed to know everything, detective? He should. Wait, is it possible? Maybe he doesn't know about the trick behind that piece of evidence. I should try showing it to him. It may prove to be the key to getting some answers from Detective Bad. I'm not going to tell if it's excited out loud because I think I'm starting to overdo it. Hey, baddie boy! Look at this keyblade I found. You a Kingdom Hearts fan? Detective Bad. Did you know of the existence of the item in this photograph?
Of course I did.
Shit.
My job to know everything related to the Yatagarasu case.
In that case, let me ask you something. Did you know that the knife that killed Mr. Faraday and the Yatagarasu's key are one and the same?
What? That's impossible!
Ha! Gotcha, bitch. It looks like he didn't know after all. This piece of evidence, which we call the Yatagarasu's key, is actually a well-camouflaged knife. Mr. Faraday was planning to use this Yatagarasu's key to prove that Mr. Red was not the real Yatagarasu. Is that correct?
I guess so.
However, Mr. Faraday had no idea that it was in fact a knife.
Yeah, I have to admit, neither one of us knew that. And neither of us knew that no one in law enforcement knew either. How do we miss something as big as this?
I noticed that since a little while ago. You appear to be searching for something. I presume that this key is what you were searching for.
Huh. Yeah, that's right.
And why were you searching for it?
Because I promised Faraday. Promised that I'd protect that key with my life. But after he was killed, the key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Who would have thought that the key is what took Faraday's life?
Detective Bad. So that we may find the truth, please, testify for me once more.
Alright. But it doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened. Nothing will change.
Detective Bad, I ask that you please testify once more about what happened in lobby number 2 and what you experienced in lobby number 1.
My answer is still the same. And this is the last time I'm going to do this.
That's fine, because I only need this one last time to clear everything up and find the truth behind this case. Let's do this, bitch! Testimony time! Det Bad's movements!
I was in lobby number 1, talking with you. We were talking about some trivial things. I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene. When we heard it, you and I immediately dashed out into the hallway together. I saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2.
It sounds like the exact same story he told us before. Indeed. However, I feel that we have yet to draw out all the information that we can. Alright. So let's see.
I was in lobby number 1, talking with you.
That tracks.
We were talking about some trivial things.
That doesn't track, that's too vague. Hold it! I was hoping you could expand on what exactly you were discussing with Miss Yu.
Trivial stuff? It was nothing important.
That's for me to decide! What are you talking about, fucking Star Wars or something? I don't know. Football games? What are your interests? What do you share with Miss Yu?
Batman.
The Batman! Alright, I suppose it's for him to decide. Moving on, then. I give up. Heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene. Okay, this is an important point. Hold it! Until you heard the gunshot, did you notice anything else that was out of the ordinary?
I didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot.
The gunshot Detective Bad heard was really the one from the murder. That would give that other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning. I asked you please amend your testimony with that statement just now.
Sure. I didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot.
I think you already know what the contradiction is here because, the balloon. Wasn't it? Because Kay Faraday, yeah, no, it's definitely the balloon. So, this. Objection! Oh, you little bitch. Detective Bad, does this balloon fragment remind you of anything?
It's the same color as the one Kay was holding.
Oh, so you knew about that girl's balloon?
Yeah, I was sitting with her up in the gallery. During the recess, just before we split up, I filled that balloon up for her.
Well, as you may have already surmised, this piece did indeed come from Kay's balloon.
So, what about the balloon?
I wonder if you might remember hearing this balloon pop at some point.
What are you getting at?
This fragment was found in the hallway right in front of lobby number 2. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot.
Oh? So the sound that the judge heard was not actually a gunshot. Huh.
On top of that, His Honor said that he heard the balloon pop about 20 minutes before the trial was to reconvene. Yes, which means that His Honor heard the balloon pop in the hallway. When you were in lobby number 1, Detective Bad. And if you were in lobby number 1 at that time, you were close enough that you should have heard the balloon popping as well!
So?
What? Don't give me a so! This is important! This is a contradiction! We just proves that there is a flaw in your testimony!
The crackling of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet naivete cracking. Since you kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. Did you ever stop to think why the doors and walls of this place seem so rugged? That's because they were designed to keep secrets from being leaked.
Hold it! What is that supposed to mean?
The doors and the walls are super thick. The window panes are double layered. To top it all off, even the curtains are made of a special sound-absorbing material.
Then you mean...
Since I was shut up inside lobby number 1, there is no way I could have heard that sound.
No! Yeah, I knew that was what he was going to say. Then that means that Scruffface's testimony is completely useless! If the rooms are soundproof, then of course he wouldn't hear any sign of a struggle.
That's also why it's only natural that I didn't hear the balloon popping. Now, do you get it, kids?
Miles! I thought we were supposed to be the ones finding flaws in his logic. Not the other way around! This is really embarrassing! The other way around? It's not possible to hear the sound of a balloon popping if one were in lobby number 1. However, if we examine the situation in reverse, a person standing in the hallway should not have been able to hear the real gunshot either. And yet, Detective Gumshoe claims to have heard it while he was standing in the hallway. Detective Bad, if that's the case, how exactly did you hear the gunshot?
What do you mean, how? I just did.
It would appear that you have yet to realize the contradiction in your own words.
Oh? How so?
If the rooms are as soundproof as you say they are, then how did the sound of the gunshot enter your ears?
Well, I see what you mean. Guess I'm more out of it from Faraday's murder than I had thought.
Which means what exactly, Miles? In the end, what does it all boil down to? I'm being left out. I don't like it. Tell me. Shut up. It boils down to this. there must be a reason as to how detectives Bad and Gumshoe heard a gunshot they theoretically couldn't have. It looks like we need to examine the state of the crime scene again, huh? The state of the crime scene. Wait! Can it be? Oh my god.
It's that ultra-strong perfume you wears. She spilled some of it.
Wah! And way too noisy! It's a surveillance video! How could the piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go? Oh shit. Oh shit.
Why did I turn into Mario?
Guys! Wait, hang on. I'm having a blast! Never mind. I'm not. No, sorry. It's a false alarm. False brain blast alarm. Hang on. Okay, wait. Yeah. Here it is. Wait. I'm having a. There we go. Sorry, I had to do a bit of a brain blast startup. It's simply not possible for the killer to have escaped through barred windows. And yet, the fragrance of the perfume managed to escape from defendant lobby number 1. Of course! Incorporeal things can move freely through these open, barred windows. It was a ghost! Alright, hang on. No, never mind. That'd be stupid. So, now do we connect these two? I'm having a brain blast! Nope. Okay, nope, sorry. Again, I'm being stupid. Give me a second. Try again. Okay. Nah. Very loud television. Open windows. Brain blast. There we go. Okay, alright. 4th time's the charm. Now then, what else besides smell can go both in and out of an open, barred window? The answer is sound! So, no matter how careful the killer was, if the windows were open, the jig would be up. And since the windows in both defendant lobby number 1 and the hallway were open, that explains how the sound of a gunshot could be heard in both locations. And now, there is but one final connection. Say it with me, everyone. 3, 2, 1. I'm having a brain blast! No one else said it. I feel sad. I'm ashamed of both of you.
I didn't want to interrupt you in you were in your mojo. I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. The missing piece of evidence is a video that shows the moment in which Mr. Rell killed the embassy staff member. The sound of the gunshot left quite an impression on me when it was played during the trial. The video should have been returned to Mr. Faraday's evidence bag for the recess and brought back here. If it disappeared after that time, then it's possible that the tape is still here in this room. Eureka! The evidence that the missing evidence created for me is the gunshot sound that no one should have been able to hear in the first place. Miles, what do you mean? You've had like 3 different brain blasts, and I'm very lost. Stop wasting time thinking and let's start looking again! It's not a waste of time to think, for I have figured out where we should look. And where would that be? I believe we should examine the television!
The TV?
The TV killed Mr. Faraday. I've got it.
Well, you kids have fun. Go ahead and examine whatever you like.
Open up, asshole. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook in television. Go! The video player, and there seems to be a videotape inside. Ooh. Looks like it. His tape must have stopped on its own when it reached an end. This tape could not have been the missing surveillance tape? I suppose, but... Detective Bad, Would it be alright if I verified the contents of this video?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
Alright then, let's rewind this and see what we have.
If I remember correctly, the footage of Rel killing the embassy staff member should be at about the 30-minute mark from the start of the tape.
Alright, give it a second. I forgot video cassettes, so... They're a bit outdated, Your Honor. Understood. It should be about right. Now then, let's see.
Just like me.
This is the footage of Mr. Rel shooting the embassy staff member! I knew it. The missing piece of evidence, the surveillance video, was here all along!
This sound. What's the meaning of this?
It appears Detective Bad has figured out the true source of the gunshot he heard. With this, I think we can figure out the trick behind this double murder. Do you mean that you figured it all out, then? Yes. All I have to do now is show what the gunshot detectives Bad and Gumshoe heard was, and through where they heard it from. Yeah, fine, in that case, show me what you deduced! Now to show what the gunshot Detective Bad and Gumshoe heard was, and through where they heard it from. I will trust and inspect every suspicious-looking nook and... cranny! This spot's not correct to the evidence I hold. Yes, it is! It is... boom! Eureka! What? Are you fucking kidding me? I believe that piece may actually be proof of a different last of sorts. You suck! It's definitely an explanation you're looking for, but not the right piece of evidence. Ace Attorney is so fun! Oh my god. Alright, fine. Fuck it, I'll make sure I'm pointing at the right shit first, and then... guess the open window, then? And then the surveillance video? Eureka! There we go. If the door and the windows to the crime scene, namely this room that we're in, were closed, the killer could have used the gun and no one would have been the wiser. That's true, the courthouse does seem to be well designed for such a thing, as it were. However, what happened in reality was... Detective Gumshoe, Detective Bad, and Monsieur, all three of them heard the gunshot. The windows in lobby number 1, 2, and the hallway were open, so naturally the people in those locations could hear it. Ah! But then, why would the criminal open the window in the first place? To allow the gunshot to be heard, I suppose. Correct. That's the only logical conclusion we can draw from this. But why was that necessary in the first place? I want a real answer, Miles! I demand satisfaction! Very well. I believe that the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of a certain fact. What did the killer want to manipulate our perception of? It was definitely when the crime took place! The killer wanted to fabricate the time of death to their precise wishes, and they used the gunshot in the surveillance video to do so. So that's why the tape was left running.
You mean the gunshot I heard was from this video?
Yes, which means that the murders really occurred at an earlier time than we thought. Must have been during the recess, but before Detective Gumshoe was on guard duty. Someone who was no alibi for that time period, and planned this crime out in advance. That person is the real killer. Complete, bitch! Give me my health back. Give it! Give it back! It's mine.
Whoop whoop.
Mr. Edgeworth! Yes, what is it? Monsieur is asking for you. She's in the courtroom. She says she's identified the murderer, but that she wants to clarify something. It looks like Monsieur is still investigating something. Understood. Please tell her I will be right over.
I'll come along. I want to hear what she has to say.
Sure, why not? More the merrier. It will appear that the time has come to uncover the truth.